What is going on, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back. Oh my goodness, let's drive this truck. Let us drive this truck from Yakima to Everett, I think we said. Yeah, and you know what? There was another one. If I can crazy zooming in and out. There was another one from Yakima to LA, I think. That was like 900 some miles. I thought about it. I did, but ultimately, let's get up here, drop this trailer off. And I wanted to take, and the whole reason we're taking this is I wanted to take something that was a little bit more logging related. And I think this definitely fits the bill. Let me turn my headset down a little bit. Turn it down a lot. I went from wireless to wired, and wired is unbelievably loud compared to wireless. So I find I'm always turning the volume down. 20 grand we'll get for this. All right, let's do it. And I'm going to go third person one time just to take a look at what we're hauling here. And I want to say it's 100,000 pounds. 120,000 for the cargo. So that's going to give us probably 130, 135 for gross weight if we go through a weigh station. All right, that's a big uns. All right, so we'll go back here and get the map reset. We're not going to use it, but just to have it and have it reset, we'll turn this off. We're going to hop in cab. Right about like so. Track IR is working. Okay, track IR is working. Let's go. I'm going to do my very best to stay in cab the entire trip. Stay first person. And that means, we don't have a spotter. So we're really going to need to be careful here because we cannot back this thing up with the beep and the stinger on it. All right. Brakes is off. Brakes is off. All right, here we go. So how's everybody doing? It's Wednesday. And I've been super busy this week. I've spent a lot of time the past couple days playing with Stream Deck. And I am really impressed by that technology. And I'm like the Track IR, I am absolutely kicking myself for not getting one sooner. I had no idea that, sir? I had no idea I would use that thing as much for a button box. In some ways, more as a button box than as a Stream Deck. Because I only stream, a couple hours, 4 or 5 days a week. But I sim and I game a lot more than that. And I'm finding I can use it as a button box for race sims. I've got it configured now as a button box for flight sim. And it's just super powerful and convenient. And you can build some really good looking buttons and icons, and I would definitely recommend it. If you're not on that Stream Deck train, get on it. If we go down here, I think we're committed. We will not be able to turn around down here, but I believe we can go down and to the left, and that will get us out. I'm almost tempted to go through here. Yeah. No, I'm not. Because if there's an invisible wall or something, that's no good. We'll stay to this side. But we want to be as far to the right as possible so we can swing a nice wide arc back to the left to get to the exit. So yeah, Stream Deck is super cool. And really glad that I got that. And Track IR, loving that. Fast RAM, I guess I notice a difference, but I can't say like 1,000% that I do. I'm glad I got it, no regrets. But the other stuff is, I don't know. There's some tech that you can sort of play with, and there's other tech that just kind of exists. And I feel like Stream Deck and the Stream Deck and the Track IR are the kinds of tech that you play with, and the RAM is the kind of tech that just exists. Go carefully through here. Oh my goodness, I'm nervous. I'm nervous doing this live. Fortunately, nobody's here, but I'm nervous doing this live. Hope it goes well. And what else is going on? Ride 4 drops tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And what I realized when I was looking back at Ride 3, I realized there's like 25 DLC for it, but only 12 of them you had to pay for it. The other 12 were free, and I don't know why they do that. I guess because they release bikes later. We want to get down to first with this very heavy cargo. When they release bikes later, they don't make them base game. I mean, I guess it doesn't much matter, but they release them as free DLC. It's 6 of one, half dozen the other, but that's how they do it. And for things like the TL1000R that is not in base game, maybe they will add it. I hope they do. It's one of my favorite bikes to ride in the game, or at least it was in Ride 3. And I don't know if it'll be a part of Ride 4, but I have to think it will. And what has me thinking that is virtually all of the Milestone franchise games they're just sort of carbon copies of the previous one. I still buy them, and there are some incremental changes.
Go straight on.
But very often, what you get in the new game is exactly like the old game. There we go. All right. Wanted to get everything out here and all straightened out, and we are good to go. Now I'm going to put the windows up because it's going to get loud. There we go. There we go. All right, and we need to slide out a little bit to the left here. Hopefully we don't get into traffic too badly. So yeah, I'm confident. It sort of cuts both ways though. You know what I mean? It sort of cuts both ways because it's like, this will be exactly like Ride 3, and that means we will get the TL1000R. And then at the same time, it's like, this is going to be just like Ride 3. But I don't know. I mean, the graphics will be different. They always tune the graphics up a little bit. And the graphics do look better in MotoGP 20 versus MotoGP 19. And there is a new career mode in MotoGP 20, or a different kind of career mode. So we'll see if they do the same thing for Ride 4. Ride 3, I think I mentioned this in another video. Ride 3 was almost a little overwhelming in the amount of career stuff that it had. And I found that it was not the most, there wasn't a ton of variety in the career mode. It was mostly just kind of, yeah. And there are a lot of bikes, but there are not a lot of tracks. So I'm looking forward to that. I guess we'll live stream that tomorrow. County 1884 Ford pack in the next days. Okay, cool. Thanks, Edgar. Oh, hang on. I got to get rolling here. Oh, shit. Missed the green light reading the chat. Edgar, I appreciate that. Now, is that for 17 or 19? Because I'm looking for a county for 17 that is MR compatible. Okay, it is an MRXMF, so that would be for 17. Sorry, I've had to read through there one more time. Okay, that's very cool. And it's for the Ford pack. If you shoot me a link in Discord for both the... Okay, for FS17, right on. If you shoot me a link in Discord for... you can DM it to me, but if you want to send a link for both the pack that you're converting and the XML, if it's not private, if it's private, don't send a link. But if you want to send me a link, I would love to have that. I was trying to run a county on Western Shore, and I couldn't convert it over to more realistic. Deleted 19, yeah, me too. I think a lot of people have. It's a good game. It's just not as good as 17. We are, I kind of want to straddle the line here. I think that might be safest until we get out of town. This is not quite special transport big, but it's pretty big. All right. Yeah, I think a lot of people have uninstalled 19. When I see how many hours I put into that game, I feel like I did give it a fair shake. It's not like I played it one time and just wrote it off. I gave it almost a full year, I want to say. And it's a good game. It's just not as good as 17. All right, on. Yep, I'm looking forward to a more realistic county. That'll be awesome. And it's getting about time for when Western Shore comes out. Or Western Shore, I don't know, whatever he's going to call it. V1.1, V2.0. It sounds like it might be a 2.0, like there's some pretty significant changes afoot. But whatever he does with it, I think it'd be fun to start another series on another part of the map.
Keep left.
Because we had so much fun doing that first series. I would love to do it again, but start somewhere new. I don't want to pick up from the same save game. I want to start over. Different part of the map, and just whatever we did, do the opposite. We started with the dairy last time, maybe start with sheep or pigs or something. Or silage or whatever. Just do it differently.
Keep left.
All right. And this is going to be, it's not very far to go, but we're going to be going pretty slowly for a lot of it. And I want to be super, super careful and get there with no contact. I don't want to hit anything. Obviously, I don't want to hit anything. But I want to get there with no contact and no tickets. The trickiest part for me to pull that off is the AI. Because the AI gets really impatient with you when you, I don't know, when you don't move as quickly, I guess, as they want you to. We need another gear here. Come on now. There we go. That's a little better. And what else is going on? Oh, sound. Yeah, I wanted to mention sound to you. When I was reviewing, we did that triple stream last time. We did ETS, then train sim, then flight sim. I wanted to play with Stream Deck and make sure everything was working properly. Stream Deck was no problem, but I noticed the sound was messed up. Now, I noticed that once before in a flight sim video, and I thought it was because of Razer Synapse. This new headset I got is powered and it does run through Razer Synapse. And I noticed that when I installed Razer Synapse, it installed like 3 different audio devices, a bunch of THX stuff, and there's a lot of noise control and gating on the mic that you can turn on and off. But because it installed all those audio devices, I was really curious, like how deep into the system did it get its little paws? You know what I mean? Like, what is it doing in there that I don't necessarily want it to do? And so I thought that Synapse was what was messing up the audio in a flight sim live stream that we did, about 10 days ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Hang on, I gotta read the chat. Oh, right on. Yeah, I find that I just can't play without more realistic. And on a map like the Western Shore, it tortures you. But I can't turn it off. I have to have my more realistic. So I won't play with a tractor that doesn't have it. And I could not find the technical data. I could not find the specifications to convert the county myself. So that is awesome. I prefer more realistic and gearbox, but I had to turn gearbox off, at least for the Western Shore. We were on that struggle bus. So it's on the XML database. Super. I will, as soon as I'm done here, I will go ahead and download it. And if there's a link when you upload it, if there's a link there for the tractor that you intend it for, I'll download that as well. Super. Thanks, my man. I appreciate it. What was I upset about? Audio, right. So I thought that the audio cutting in and out on the game, I thought maybe that had something to do with Razer Synapse, so I tried it without. I uninstalled it. I did all kinds of stuff. And when we did that 3 sim live stream the other day, I heard it again. It was cutting in. Essentially what it's doing is it's suppressing the sim as noise. It is as though the sim is a quiet sound that needs to be muted. And so it's cutting the game audio in and out. It may be doing it right now. I won't know it till we... Sir? Oh, my goodness. That is just uncalled for. And now these people... Oh, God. Oh, God. All right. We're going to be all right. So what I realized it could be is I had some sound filters running in OBS, and one of them was noise suppression. So I have that off right now. And what I noticed when I turned that off was you can really hear my cooling fans and radiator fans, and I'm not happy about that, but it's like something's got to give, you know, it's one of those kind of deals. All right, here we go. Something's got to give, and until I'm in a proper quiet studio, if we go with noise suppression, it could impact the game audio. and if we turn noise suppression off, you're going to be able to hear those fans. So it's another one of those things that, you know, as I do this more and more, and as I sort of, because I'm studying, I'm always studying, I'm paying attention to YouTubers and streamers that I like, I'm watching people on Twitch, and I'm trying to learn what it is they're doing, and I'm trying to do the same things myself in these live streams. So one of the things that I hear people talk about a lot is room noise, ambient noise, sound deadening, you know, putting blankets on the walls, a lot of things that you can't necessarily see, or in my case hear, in a live stream, but you still got to do them. And it's those details, man. All those details come together and make for, hopefully, a really good product, a really good piece of content. So that's what I'm trying to do. But at the moment, I do have some noise issues. And I follow a streamer that has like a shop vac in another part of their house. They've got dryer exhaust tubing running through the walls, and they exhaust the heat from their tower. Hang on, concentrating. They exhaust the heat from their tower without any internal fans, right? So there are no fans in their box. All the air is moved by fans, by shop vac pumps, shop vac blowers that are in another part of their house, so no noise comes through. So there's a lot of creative solutions. Unfortunately, I can't do that. I don't even know if I would want to. But yeah, there's a lot of little problems to solve. I even noticed that the buttons on my Stream Deck, oh God, now what's happening? I'm gonna go ahead and get over now because I can see which way the arrow is blinking. Even the buttons on Stream Deck, I don't want to interfere with anything, so I'm just going to try to press a blank button. Let's get around this first. But for the longest time, I had my Blue Yeti right on the desktop, and I realized eventually that you could hear, like, pressing a key on the keyboard. Not only could you hear the key, right, hear the click, but you could feel the thump, like, resonate through the desk and get picked up by the microphone. So I put the Blue Yeti on a shock mount, but I don't use the Blue Yeti for live stream. I have a Black Ice that I use for live stream, which is, of course, back on the desk. So even something like pressing a button on the Stream Deck. All right, road's pointed straight, truck is pointed straight. I'm going to try to do it. Here's a blank button. When I just press a blank button on the Stream Deck, you can hear that sort of thump through the desk and come up to the microphone. And it's not that big a deal. It's just one of those details, you know? It's one of those details that I want to, I don't like it. I want everything to be perfect, or as perfect as possible. So it is, it's a fun process to try to figure all this out. I don't know what this guy is doing. I mean, I can get a little bit over the fog stripe, but I don't want to go too far over the fog stripe. All right. All right, that'll do. Oh, you know what? We got beacons too. We got some. As soon as the road straightens out a little bit, I will reach up and turn some beacons on. 550 horsepower, and we are, what's our torque? 1860. And I did download Drivetrain Revision for Western Star, but I have not been to the diesel shop yet to have one installed. I want to see what those transmissions look like. In fact, we can do that after we deliver. We will drive to the diesel shop, put a new transmission in before we go pick up our next job. Oh, and I also went to the Western Star website, and the X49 is available in it. You can get like a 48-inch sleeper, you can get a 60-inch, you can get a low rise, you can get a high rise. So it is definitely, like, this truck that we're in right now is a day cab kind of work truck, logging truck. But they 100% make this in a big old sleeper version. I don't know if SCS is going to bring that in at some point, or if all we're going to have is the day cab, but they do make a bigger version of this. So, yep, I think that's about all I've got as far as, like, developments. Ride Force tomorrow, I'm so looking forward to that. And I will stream it. I mean, typically, where I am, games become live on Steam at 1 in the afternoon, and I like to start my stream at 1, but we could go, like, maybe 1:30. I mean, all I need to do is install it and get the settings dialed as far as, like, graphics and controls and everything. controls for the most part, I just use default, so that doesn't take too long. So I could hopefully have it all set up and ready to go by like 1:15 or 1:30, so about a 30-minute delay. But I would love to live stream that tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit weird. But if the handling is carefully, if the handling is anything like Ride 3 or MotoGP 20, I should be able to do okay straight away. There won't be like a ton of crashes and learning curve. Hopefully I can just dive right in. I don't know if I want to dive right into challenges because I don't have a ton of those courses memorized, and I feel like the only way we would do well in challenges is if I potato the AI, and that's no fun. So we'll see. But I would like to live stream that. I mean, mostly I just want to start playing it as soon as possible, and to play it as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? If that overlaps with a live stream, well, I guess we'll just live stream. But we have till tomorrow to figure it out. And anything else? I can't think of anything else. Slow down here. I can't think of anything else. Still no word on Iberia or Colorado, but they are imminent, as is 1.39. There have been updates coming in for both games. And I know there's a truck that just dropped. Well, it's a truck skin on the ATS side. There's a truck skin for the Renault T and some kind of contest, but I'm not going to do it. I don't typically get involved in that sort of thing. All right, so this is... All right, we're okay. Whenever I see that spaghetti snarl in the mini-map, I always wonder what it's going to look like when we actually get to it. We don't want to go to Renton. Or do we? No, I don't think we do. Oh, never mind. That was that exit. We're just going straight here. Okay. Still doing good. Still doing good. And, anything else? No. Nothing. I do need to... I've got just a regular office chair. And it needs to be replaced. It's not old, but it's not the most comfortable. I mean, it's a decent chair. It's leather. I like it. But it's not particularly new, and the back is not as vertical as I would like it to be for racing. So I've been looking at chairs. Let's slide over here before we get squeezed out. There we are. So I've been looking at Secret Labs, and I've been looking at race seat. And I think for now I need to go with an office chair one more time. I think the next iteration of my office will be a proper race rig on one side and a desk with an office chair on the other. But for now I need to combine everything into one. I need to have my race rig, my flight rig, and my just general gaming rig all in the same area. I gotta jam everything together. So I gotta get a chair, and I've been looking at flight sticks, like upgraded flight sticks. I don't think I'm ready to go pro yet. Mostly I don't want to spend like $1,500 for a flight stick and throttle. Particularly not when I'm about to spend like $3,000 for a Fanatic rig. It's getting out of hand. For somebody who used to be portable. I was the portable gamer. Yeah, not anymore.
Right.
All right, let's get through here, figure out where we need to go. Keep right, exit right. All right, let's go slow.
Exit right.
Let's just calm down. All right. Now, we're not really threading the needle here. We've got a little bit of room to work with, but we want to straddle this right side fog stripe, I guess. Yeah, we're... Whoa! Oh, God. The sensitivity. So, yeah, I think I might get Cytec X56 Pro. I think that's me. I'd like to get the Thrustmaster HOTUS, the Warthog, but there aren't any. They're very hard to come by right now, and they're like $1,000. And again, it's that thing where, you know, if I'm going to spend $1,000, rather than spend $1,000 for, you know, mass-produced kind of rig, I'd rather spend $1,200 or $1,500 and get a handmade, you know, custom-made. It's not full custom, but you know what I mean. Purple or something. All right, still good. So I think in the interim, I'll just spend a few $100 and get that Cytec X56 Pro. And there is a company that makes, if I get the name wrong, I do apologize, but I want to say they're called Monster Tech. And what they make are basically like things that hang off the side of your desk, so that when you're sitting in your chair and you roll your chair up to your desk, you now have things like down kind of at thigh level on both sides. And you can put anything you want on those. You can put shifter pods for like an H-gate or a sequential. You can put a handbrake, or you can put a throttle on the right side, reverse that, throttle on the left side, and a flight stick on the right side. So I think what I'm going to do is get that Cytec X56 Pro and then get those Monster Tech brackets. I'm almost positive it's Monster Tech. If I'm wrong, as I said, I do apologize. But get the Monster Tech brackets and set it up so that we still have the wheel like in the middle of my desk, dominating my desk. We got the wheel. But then on either side down low, we would have throttle and a flight stick. That is the goal right now. And I think I'm going to... The distance, the warning. Oh, God. All right. I didn't see that we hit anything, so I think we're okay. But that car behind us did stop very suddenly and put the hazards on.
Finding new.
So that is the plan. Yeah, new chair of some kind, flight stick, and throttle of some kind, concentrating. And what's the other thing? Oh, and I'm getting a second monitor. Maybe this afternoon, I'm going to get another monitor and put it next to the one that I have portrait. So I'm going to keep the one that I have landscape, and then next to it will be portrait. And that portrait monitor will be for moving maps in Flight Sim. It will be for chat when I'm in a stream. It will be for VAT Sim when I'm in the Flight Sim. It's basically just going to be everything that I need to see that I don't want on my main screen. Not like secret stuff or anything, just things that would be distracting. So something like a moving map. I want that off to the side. So I think I'm going to pull the trigger on that today. And from everything that I read, I've got a 1660 Ti, which is it's a decent card. It's not a great card, but it's a decent card. And from everything that I understand, you can run two monitors on a 1660 Ti, as long as you're only rendering your game to one. And I hadn't really thought about that. It's one of the reasons that I've held back from getting a second monitor is that previously when I had read about it, it was like, yeah, no, 1660 Ti cannot handle two monitors or three monitors. Don't even try. But that was for gaming. But what you can do with it is have a game rendering on one screen at, in this case, 1920 by 1080. So that is rendering there. And hang on. I think this is going to loop us around and send us right back. Oh, we're already there. What? Hang on. Cancel that. We're already there. We are here. So this exit was closed. So we are just going to, we're going to go down here, turn around, come back here. All right. I think it's going to work.
Let's do this.
I think it's going to work. All right. So then we will go
Keep right, and then exit right.
to the right. All right. So yeah, you can run two monitors on a less powerful card as long as you're only rendering a game to one, which, you know, in hindsight, oh yeah, that makes sense. I just hadn't thought of it that way. So that is what I'm going to do. I'll have things on the second monitor that are really not very demanding at all, like a moving map or VAT sim frequencies.
Keep left.
Or chat. So carefully. So pull the trigger on that today. And then the cool thing is it doesn't even have to be a great monitor because I'm not gaming on it. So it can be like a $99, you know what I'm saying? A Funai. Doesn't have to be a name
Keep
brand.
left, and then turn left.
All right through here.
Turn
And
left.
Okay, we do a signal. All right. Oh, it makes me nervous when we get into traffic. But we are going to catch the green light. Beautiful. Right through here. Swing it out a little wide. So far, so good. You know, I haven't done a special cargo in probably 6 months for either, for ATS or ETS. I have not done a special cargo in forever. Special cargo, special transport. You know what I mean, the great, great, great big ones. I haven't done one of those in forever. So maybe this was a nice sort of, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of a warm-up between regular cargoes like we've been hauling. But since we got, well, knock wood, we're not done yet. But since we got through this cargo without a lot of drama, maybe we'll do a special transport. Shoot, we could do a special transport today. Let me see what's going out of Everett. We'll go get that transmission. And while we're there, maybe we'll get a bigger motor. Ah, yeah, because drivetrain revisions includes bumped up motors, does it not? I think it may. So as soon as we drop this off, we'll go to the diesel shop. We'll definitely get another transmission. We may get another engine. If we get something more powerful, let's see if we can haul a special transport. And what that means is, while we're at the diesel shop, we'll throw some flags and a heavy placard on the front. But since we're going all in cab, all first person, we'll never even see it. All right, so we're going to go straight here. Keep left. All right, we're going to go straight here, and then looks like we're exiting. No, sorry, we're not exiting. I need to, man, these trucks keep coming up on us fast. I want to get out and straddle this white line, but I can't. They're just one after another. Here we go. Let's slide out here a little bit. Oh, God. Let's slide out here a little bit and block traffic. God, they are just relentless. All right, that's better. That gives us a little maneuvering room. Maneuvering so we can stay off that inside fog stripe, but also have some room on the outside and not worry about anybody trying to jet past there on our left. All right. Now where do we go? Looks like we're staying, Everett City Center, looks like we're staying to the right. Good over here, yep, good over here. Staying to the right, and then we're gonna have to make a 90-degree left. And then it looks like some 90-degree lefts and rights. All right. So we will exit here.
Exit right.
And then
Get ready
left.
to turn left.
Okay. And I think this truck does have beacons on it. And we used them for one trip.
Turn left.
Yeah, we used them when we were hauling a digger. But then I forgot to turn them on for this trip. And I am going to grease this stop sign. I am. You clear it? Ah. So close. We didn't take any damage, but so close to being at the end. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I swung it out as wide as I could. What can you do? I would say, in my defense, it's not an excuse, but I would say in my defense, if you were pulling up to a signal like that,
Turn right.
stop sign like that, and you saw a great big truck like this making a left turn in front of you, I don't know that you would pull it all the way up. I think you might hang back a little bit, either as a courtesy or just self-preservation. You'd hang back a little bit, give them a bit more room. So it's on me. Ultimately, it's my fault. Not making excuses, just saying. All right, so we're gonna creep a little bit so we've got some momentum. Okay, over here. Over here. Now, hopefully the same thing doesn't happen down here. Not taking out any signs. Okay, good over there. And is there a diesel
Turn
shop in
left.
Everett? I'm almost positive there is. Yeah, I'm almost positive. All right. You know, could have been worse. The main thing I was worried about was ending up in the wrong place and having to try to figure out how to turn this thing around, back it up, back it out, you know. Impossible. No, I take that back. Not impossible. Just very, very difficult to back up with the Jeep and the Stinger. And we're getting, now in 1.39, we're getting these, we can buy these in 1.39. We can buy them, we can skin them, or at least paint them. I guess you really wouldn't skin a lowboy. There's not a lot of room to decorate it, but you could at least paint it up in your corporate colors. All right. And how are we doing on fuel? Yeah, let's get fuel too before we pick up our next job. All right. Some green. Maybe. There we go. No idea what the Mustang is doing, but they are letting us out. Yeah, I mean, we got that one right there, but just barely. I was watching in that left side mirror. We got it, but just barely. That other one, when we hit the Camaro, I don't know. I don't know if that angle is possible. I mean, the way to do it would be to stop and wait until there's no traffic whatsoever, and then go ahead and make your turn. So in the future, I suppose that's what we'll do. Now this one gets me a lot because traffic will try to sneak past. If we swing too far out to the left, so we don't clip the curb and poles and that sort of thing, then people will try to sneak past on the left. So I split the difference here. Hopefully this works. All right, get a good gear here, get some windows down. Hey, is the sound okay? Is the sound of the sim, the truck sound, is it cutting in and out with my voice, or is everything working the way it's supposed to? There we go. Carefully. Okay, we're good. And it looks like we've been to this yard before. Maybe? Maybe we have. But I think we're not out of the woods yet. We got a couple more turns down here. Now where do we go? I don't think we're exiting. Alright, so they're going past us. They're going past us. I think we're exiting to the right.
Keep right.
I think we're exiting to the right. All right.
Get ready to turn. Turn left.
Here. All right. Interesting. And now back across this bridge. I mean, I guess there's no other way to get there. Alright, unless you're coming from the other direction. Okay. Carefully. Alright. And then we're going like right here. This is interesting. Is it right on?
Then turn right.
Alright, I don't know where we're... I mean, I can see on the map where we're going, but I don't know what this place is.
Turn right.
Alright, here we go. And for a trailer this big, it should be a pull-through. Well, should be. It will be a pull-through. We just gotta... Oh, God. Swing it out
Turn
wide.
right. It's all over now.
Alright. And now, the last little bit. I guess it's okay if we hook a little dirt here, as long as it's not a hard collision. I mean, if we bump over it, we should be okay. And then our trailer. Is just going to clear it. Okay. And then try to straighten this out. There we go. All right. And we're just about to fall asleep too. Perfect. All right, so we're going to set the brake. Turn the lights off, engine off. Let's unload and see how we did. All right. So no damage, and we were on time, and we're about to level up. So that's good. Okay, so next step. We need to find the diesel shop. Where might that be? See one here. That's Wenatchee. Is there... I mean, there's one way over there. Is there... there's this. There's one right there. Okay. So this is probably a dealership of some kind. Yeah. So let's head up here. 66 miles. We'll get fuel on the way out. We will pass that fuel stop on the way out. We'll get fuel there. Drive to the diesel shop. Swap a few things around. Get some sleep. And when we wake up tomorrow morning, we'll look for either a heavy cargo or a special transport or whatever it is that we can find. We'll look for something big going out of Everett. And I believe Everett is one of the special transport like hubs, so I think there may be. If not, we'll take a look around the area and see if there's anything like Seattle, Tacoma, whatever. We'll find something. All right, here we go. And we've got enough fuel to make it. It's only right down the street, so we've got enough fuel to make it to the fuel stop, and then from there up the highway. Okay, cool. Well, that went all right. I mean, it's not perfect. I hate making mistakes. I do. I hate it. But it happens. All in all, I would say that was a pretty good trip. And it was fun too. It was a fun trip, and I do enjoy harder cargoes like that, trickier cargoes that make you kind of concentrate. All right, right up there, and fuel is right up here on the right. I thought it was on the left, but from here it seems like it's on the right. It doesn't matter. I'll take it. I don't know if they're ever going to add dirt to this game. I would love to see trucks that get dirty and need to be cleaned. I mean, I can't see with the new, since they went to DX11 and went to the new, did they go to UDIM? They went to UDIM or some kind of MIP mapping. I don't know. They went to something for...
Turn left.
for paint and texture. I don't know if they'll ever go like full-blown finishes, matte and gloss and everything
Never
else.
mind.
I mean, I know
I'll
you
find
can
another
do
route.
matte and gloss, but I believe it's global. You can't have it like per truck or per paint or per region on the truck, like a matte grill and a gloss roof or something. All right, so we'll set the brake. Engine off, lights off, we'll fill up. But yeah, you know what I mean. Once they do that, once they have matte, right? Because that's all dirt is. If you want to have a dirty truck, you just give it a progressively more matte finish, less gloss, more matte, and you dull the color down a little bit. You're good to go. All right. So lights on, brakes off, put her in gear. Here we go. So yeah, I would love to see dirt. I know people have talked about damage.
Keep
They want to
left,
see their trucks get
then
like
turn
wrecked.
left.
I don't know about that. That seems, you know, if you're playing the game properly, it would seem like you wouldn't have a wrecked truck often enough for it to be worth them coding it. You know, because they'd have to have like crumple physics and all kinds of stuff, and theoretically that would really not be a common occurrence. I think dirt would be. I think we'd get dirt a long time before we got damage. Turn left, you say? Eh? All right. So we're going back the way we came? Hang on. Let's look at the map. So we want to go... Oh yeah, I guess it makes sense because you can't, from where we dropped off, you can't turn left out of there. Can you? Maybe. We'll take a look when we get up the road here. We needed to get fuel either way, so it... Oh god. Just sat through a green light. We needed to get fuel either way, so it will work out. All right. Yeah, I don't think I like this as much as I like the Mac Anthem, our little 48-inch sleeper Mac Anthem, but I do like it. It's... Sir? I do like it. And, you know, I forget about the Volvo. There's a Volvo in base game now, too. All right. Am I... No, man, I'm definitely on my side of the yellow line. I don't know. These trucks are just... They're swinging it kind of wide. All right. Here we go. Quick lights in this game. It's got to be that way. It was explained to me once, and it made perfect sense when it was explained, but I couldn't explain it to you right now, and I couldn't even explain it to myself right now. But it had something to do with if the signals were slower for you, they would be slower for everybody. And because the AI traffic is not very eye, doesn't have a lot of eye, everything would just be gridlocked. Every city that you arrived in would be gridlocked. So that they do need to keep the lights quick to keep everything moving. But because the reds are quick, then the greens need to be quick too, and et cetera, et cetera. There's a reason for it. I mean, the person that explained it to me, it's entirely possible they were just making it up. I had no idea what they were talking about, but it made sense to me. All right, and looking now, that other road that goes down to the steel plant. Yeah, it's kind of a one-way trip. So the only way to get out is the way that we got out. Or the only way to get out and then get back to where we're going was to go down to where we got fuel, go down that way and then turn around. Okay. So we get over here, we'll get slowed down. Bypass the way station, you got it. And did I see, I thought I saw somewhere that the diesel shop was, no, I'm sorry, the dealership is closed now, or the dealership can be closed That was on the ATS side, I want to say. But yeah, I saw a dealership, and they were closed. But the diesel shop is open 24 hours. So I think this is a dealership that we're going to discover here. And so they may be closed, and we can just sleep in the parking lot and then get up tomorrow and do our repairs. But I want to say that's new. I want to say that's new. And that almost seems like a mod thing. That seems like something a modder would do. It's like something from Farm Simulator, where certain things are closed at certain hours. I like stuff like that. Anything that makes a game more difficult, I like. Oh, and we do need to, I mean, we're almost there, but we do need to sleep as well. We need to slow down a little bit. So if we're going to be hauling a special transport, I guess we will go ahead and get the biggest motor, most powerful motor that we can find. I generally stay away from that. I don't like that OP stuff. Let's set the cruise control here because I keep speeding. I generally stay away from OP, but in this case, if we're going to haul special transport, let's go ahead and do it. So we'll do that. We'll put a placard on. We'll put flags on. And then we'll either pick up a job in Everett if one is available. If not, we'll find the next closest one, special transport, and we'll haul that. And it's just going to be 2 detours in the same trip. Maybe. No. We'll be able to get back over, I think. Yeah, we'll be able to get back over.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
All right, so now I do see the diesel shop on the right, but we still have a question mark. So that would make that, because they don't put a dealership and a diesel shop that close together, that other thing has to be then a
Keep right,
recruitment
and
agency?
then turn right.
Maybe? I don't even know. Let's get up here and find out.
Turn right.
If that is a dealership, I don't think I've ever seen a dealership and a diesel shop that close together. Which is not to say it couldn't happen. I don't recall ever seeing it like that. All right, here we go.
It was a nice ride.
All right, and there's no sleeping there. So what is over here? I mean, we can't sleep over here. Yeah, I guess it is a dealership because you can't sleep at a recruitment agency. There's no parking there. And in fact, there's the recruitment agency right there. So what is back here? International dealer. Interesting. Okay. So let's pull in here, and if they're open, we'll get our work done and we'll get some sleep. Glad we discovered this one because it is up like the absolute top corner of the map. So I'm glad we got this discovered. Okay. So we pull right in here. Right there. Lights, engine. Let's get some work done. All right. In fact, before I do that, before I forget, let's go back here. Get our service done, and then we'll go back here. So we want... what did we say we wanted? Let's see if there's any other engines. We can go Detroit Diesel. We are in, where are we at now? We're at 560 right now. And I want to say these are from the drivetrain revision. Maybe. I mean, we don't have to go OP. We'd go like that. And then we can go 18 speeds with a retarder. 3, 4, 5, 3, 3, 0. Let's go 3, 4, 5. And do we want to do anything else? Oh yeah, we want to put a placard on. We want to put some flags on. Like so. Right? Is that right? We already have beacons on. I think those are the only ones that we can get up there. Okay. Our mortar. Done and done. Now we want to turn our lights back on up top. All right. Swap over our info panel like so. And I'm just going to turn around and pull into a parking spot. We'll get some sleep. Pull into a parking spot, I said. We'll get some sleep. And how are these oriented? Okay, all the way over. All right, so let's get lined up here. Is that all right? That's about right. Parking lights. I keep bumping things on my desk. Put the windows down, get some fresh air. There we go. And for this, we can go third person. There we are. As long as it's not pouring rain when we wake up. Perfect. All right, let's find a heavy job. So if we go here now, job market, freight market, let's see what's going out of Everett. Is it there? Is it looking for the heavy? There we go. So that is Seattle. 44 hours till that one is done. Take a wind turbine. Where's this one going? Seattle back up to Everett. Let's go a little bit longer for the next one. Oh, you know what? These are all going to be about the same length. These are sort of scripted. But there's nothing going back the other way for heavy. All right. So is there anything going from Everett down to Seattle? There is not. So let's do this. Let's accept this job. This one right here. 27 hours to get there. Let's drive down and let's just get teed up. Right? We'll drive right up to where we're going to pick up that job, and then we'll pick it up there from next episode.
Ready to
All right,
roll.
so we hop back in here. Break off. I'm going to turn some lights on. It's 6 a.m. 6:30. So yeah, we can have some lights on just to keep things super safe. Engine sounds about the same. I'll have to take a look in the notes. I don't know if... I know sometimes Drivetrain Revision has engines and transmissions. But I'll confirm that the motor that we just put in is... will
Turn left.
almost just... hit that wall. Oh, it was a camper. I thought it was an ice cream truck. Well, whatever it was, we almost hit it. I will take a look in the notes and see if Drivetrain Revision for Western Star is engines and transmissions or just transmissions. But we did add about 50 horsepower and about 200, is it foot-pounds or pound-feet? I always get it backwards. Whatever it is, we added a little bit of torque. All right, and we've got about 5 minutes just to get down there. We'll get down there, we'll get teed up. We'll call it next episode for ATS. We'll be hauling that special transport. All right, that works for me. There we go. Windows up. And our panel never turned off here. Our mini map, there we go. I want to be immersed. All right, so we will get, yeah, back on the 5. All right, this all makes sense. Back on the 5. Head down south.
Keep left and then turn left.
You got it.
Turn left.
I don't know if this game has wind physics or if the flapping on the flags is just kind of scripted. But I do like it. All right, and I think, yep, as always, I think goofing around there, I missed my green light again. There we go. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, this feels a little smoother. Apparently, I want to say it's Galeman that does drivetrain revision. From what I understand, their tech specs are pretty accurate. They try to make transmissions that are as accurate as possible to the real products. But oh, let's hit another truck. But yeah, I'm liking this so far. I'll take a look today. This truck's been out for what, a week? Bypass. Okay, so we're going past there. Yeah, this truck's been out for a week or so. I don't know that there's a ton of engines for it yet. I know, I mean, if you can edit an XML file, essentially you can take anybody's engine pack and just make it compatible for this truck. But I don't know that those are necessarily accurate or representative of things that you would actually find in this truck in real life. So I like to wait for people to make a legit engine pack. But it's been a couple days since I looked. I will take a look today and see if anybody's got one up there. But yeah, I like this truck. I mean, it's definitely a work truck. It is not, it's not fancy at all. Very, very vanilla. But that's what you would expect a work truck to be. All right. So cruise control is set. I think we're doing good. And yeah, we'll just head down to wherever we're picking this up. We'll just head down to just outside the green marker, and we'll go ahead and call it there and pick up from exactly there next time around. I don't know how many more jobs I want to do in this truck. I like it, and I know it's brand new, but I'm looking forward to getting back into our Mac. I think that's for the moment, that's my favorite truck. That and the 389. I really like the 389 a lot. I can't believe that SCS does not have a 36-inch coffin box sleeper 389 in base game. That is the classic of classics. I'm really surprised they don't have that in there. And now they do have a W900. They do not. I'm more on the Peterbilt side than the Kenworth side. I want to say they do not have a W900. But I do like the look of those old school trucks. Always have. All right, through there. Speeding again. Now we were, weren't we in Everett? No, we were in Bellingham. That's it. Okay. So we're passing through Everett on the way to Seattle. Yeah, I kind of like this. They've done the same thing around Salt Lake City, where you've got Salt Lake City, Provo, Ogden, Logan, like a lot of cities that are sort of lumped into the Salt Lake City Metroplex. You know, they've got them represented as different destinations with different businesses. I like that. I feel like they've done the same thing here. Keep left. You got it. And I think, what time is it in real life? It's 2 o'clock for me. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to wrap it here. I gotta hop off and do a couple other things, but I'm debating just hauling this cargo now because we did just sleep. We got a full bag of gas, you know, but everything will be sort of frozen in time until we start again next time. It's not like time is gonna pass while we're logged out, but you know what I mean. While we got the momentum, we just knock this out. Right through here. Oh, careful. Man, you cannot take your eyes off the road for a second in this game.
Keep left.
Keep left. Okay. I like the way they've done these downtown areas as well. Oh, what is that? What? Oh, hang on, speeding. What is that up on the hill there? Looks like a big old hospital or something. University, maybe? Ah, what is that? I'm asking like, like everybody knows. Like I'm the only person that doesn't know. I have no idea what that is. All right. So we're getting off here.
Keep
We are
right,
getting off here.
and then turn
So
right.
cruise control off.
Turn right.
Turn right. Okay.
Keep right.
Keep right. Okay. So we are over here. I feel like I've been here before. Yeah, I think I have been here before. And I think we hauled a special transport out of here. This all looks very familiar. I mean, the roads are highlighted, so we've definitely been here before. But I want to say we hauled a special cargo. Maybe. Maybe. Something about this feels familiar, though. Okay. So let's get some windows down.
Go straight on.
Here. Catch a red light. As you do. Oh, almost run a red light. Loving the track IR. I really wish I would have got it sooner. Can't believe I am only getting on this train now. Alright, here we go. What is this?
Go straight on.
Alright, and it looks like we're going off to the right here. Yeah, as far as I know, I mean, I'm sure you can pause once you've accepted special transport. The reason I would be reluctant to is because of the pilot cars and how, at the best of times, they're kind of goofy, you know? So I'm a little bit concerned about trying to restart and respawn traffic and everything. So I think what we're going to do is
This
just
is
stop
where
right
it
here.
ends.
Yeah, we've been going about 1 hour even, so let's just go ahead and stop right here, and we'll pick it up from here next time, and pick up, looks like part of a wind turbine or something. In fact, let me set the brake, and we'll go back and take a look at it. If we go back here, it is, Seattle? Seattle. Yeah. Looks like a piece of a wind turbine in there. That's my guess. I don't know, I could be wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna call it, and we'll pick it up from here in a few days. There you have it. Thanks everybody. Thanks for checking out the stream. I appreciate it. See you soon. Take care.